All right, ladies and gents, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll get this party underway in about 60 seconds. My name is Will Zanders. I'll be your resident diamond ambassador here with the Green Organics family of companies. And we will get this party underway shortly. So if you can, if you're watching live and you can hear my audio, do me a favor and click, put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear my audio okay. And do yourselves a favor and grab paper and pen. This is going to be a good one. Well, let's see if we can get the comments rolling. Hold on, y'all. All right, let's see what we got. All right, let's try that again. Do me a favor, if y'all can hear me loud and clear, put a 1 in the chat, and we should be good to go. There we go. Colette, welcome. Good to see you. Good to see everybody on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And ladies and gentlemen, 2 things. I'm actually with my Louisiana part of the family for the holidays right now. So you notice a different environment, obviously, than our normal area. But we love spending time with our family. That's one of the best things you can do, when you put the work into network marketing as an industry with these life-changing, just absolutely transformational products. You can kind of go where you want to go when you want to go. You don't have to go to work every day, so you can travel and see your loved ones whenever you want, and that's important. If you want to move next to them, you can. If you want to move away from them, you can do that too. But tonight's not going to be about the business opportunity. Tonight is about some products, and I could not be more excited to share those with y'all. Also, for all my guys out there, fellas, y'all better take double notes on this one. Ladies, if you have a man in your life, father, son, significant other, husband, dad, brother, anything, favorite coworker, anything like that, make sure that you dial in on this one and tag some friends in the recording, because it's going to be some good information. It is also No Shave November in the Zanders household, and as y'all can see, No Shave November is in full effect. I have not had a haircut or a shave in 30 days. I will not be shaving until December. So I don't know who started that. I don't know why I'm even doing it. But apparently it's a thing, No Shave November. So y'all gotta get used to the beard for another couple weeks, and we'll be out. All right. Quick, man, Black Friday is gonna be amazing. I'm gonna put that out there. Orlando, Florida, February the 21st to the 23rd. We're gonna have an amazing Green Organics training in Orlando, Florida. Sunny Orlando. You cannot beat that in February. Everywhere else is too cold. So if you want some sunshine and a little bit of warm weather and some fun activities, join us in Orlando, February 21st to the 23rd. Pretty sure we're sold out of tickets, but people do message me from time to time. We do have online tickets available, but people do say from time to time that they won't be able to make it. So we do have a little list of people that typically can't make it. So there will be some options for you guys and girls. If you want to attend in person, that's the best way to do it. Let me start with the disclaimers, and we'll get right into Tommy's not shaving either yet. Fellas, if anybody here if you are silly enough to be like me and Tommy, and you are in No Shave November, put a 1 in the chat. Absolutely silly. I don't know why we do it, man. I have no idea. I have no idea where that started. And shout out to everybody hopping on the call. Pam from Louisiana, I see you. Lori, my fellow Floridians in the building. Welcome, welcome. Sydney Brown, good to see you. Okay. Janice, good to see you as well. Okay. But yeah, Black Friday is going to be amazing. And let me do some disclaimers right now before we get into the information, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be covering not one, but two products. So one's not really a product per se. We're going to be covering 2 things tonight on the call. And then we're going to be doing this again tomorrow on some new products. So this is amazing. We're going to be doing product training Saturday, Sunday, pretty much up until Thursday. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, those 5 days in a row, you'll be getting all the product information you could possibly want and more. And feel free to send me messages on Facebook to ask me if you want to hear any information about any specific products. Message me on Facebook for that. Now, let's get to these. Oh, Lori, that's so silly. Shout out to Coach Marcus Jones, the ballers in the building. Good to see you, brother. All right. Anthony Stone in the house. I see you, brother. The Brawl, not the Browns. Oh, we're not going to make this. Oh, no, don't start with Cleveland. Good grief. The Browns, man. Y'all got some quality wins this season, though. Quality wins. So here are the disclaimers, ladies and gentlemen. We are not going to claim that the products treat, cure, or prevent any disease. We are simply going to give you third-party, peer-reviewed medical research from sources like PubMed.gov, the National Institute of Health, and other journals. And feel free to research any of this stuff. And when I say research, I don't mean just Google, although you can do that too. I mean actual research in the medical journals for the actual scientifically valid information that makes this stuff work, that makes these products special. So you're going to hear a lot of science tonight. Hopefully it won't be too boring for you. And also, if you hear anything about income claims or people making certain amounts of money, I don't think we have any of that to cover. But if we do, just know that we're not making any guarantees of income at all. We're just going to be talking about true stories of real people with our company. And these results are always going to be verified with a capital V. All right. So that's saying, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive into the training. And we have a lot of stuff going on this week. But this time slot, because it's Facebook Live, these product trainings will not interfere with any other already existing trainings that we have with Coach Marcus, Coach Tina, Coach Kim, Coach Tonic, or anybody else. I typically like to work around everybody's schedule. And Facebook Live is great because the recordings are available for you right when we're done. So that's really great too. So the first thing we're going to talk about, and this is important, we can't skip it. You cannot skip any conversation about nutrition or health or products without talking very briefly about water. All right. And we're going to get into our green organics products right after that. Okay. But we got to talk about water first, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't know how else to put it. One of my favorite bodybuilders, Robbie Robinson, who was just an amazing, bodybuilder and health professional. He's one of the bodybuilders who still alive today, lived a long, long time. He was quoted as saying that water is the most anabolic substance on earth. So guys, if you're looking to build muscle, and ladies, if you're looking to get lean or build muscle in any capacity, you can't skip water ever. And we don't want to drink any of the waters that the fluoride waters, that's not good. All the research says that. We don't want to do Nestle, Aquafina, Dasani, none of those common brand. You want to stick with a nice steamed distilled water, purified water, not on the bottle, but from your own filter. Okay, not purified water on the Dasani bottle. We mean your filtered water that you're drinking, well water, spring water, and things like that. And of course, if you really want to kick it up a notch, you can always add some fulvic acid in there. But I think we're doing our fulvic acid training on Wednesday. So make sure you're here for that one. It'll be the first training we've ever done on fulvic acid. Okay, so that's cool. And the reason why we haven't done, well, I personally haven't done it because we have so many great distributors with our company that are absolute professionals and experts in the field of fulvic acid. But people ask me to do one. So, okay, science-based fulvic acid training coming on Monday. Yeah, Jessica's talking about the Berkey water filter is the greatest water filter of all time. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. All right, here we go. So ladies and gentlemen, water is the most anabolic substance on earth. And without water, you simply do not have a cardiovascular system. All right, according to medical research, and these are approximations, your heart is 70% water. 70%. People have heart attacks a lot of time. Sometimes it's because of food and nutrition. Sometimes it's because of dehydration. Okay, so your heart is 70% water, so you got to get your water in on a daily basis. Also, your muscle, gentlemen. I know we don't want to drink water. We want to drink, workout shakes and all of our great supplements, and we do take all of those too. But you got to get your water in. And no, adding Mio or something to the water is cool, but that changes the molecular structure of the water, and you really don't want to do that. You want to get into the habit of drinking water. It's amazing. And your muscles, ladies and gents, are 70% water on average. Okay, this is why people have muscle cramps sometimes when they work out or exercise or play a sport, because you don't have enough water in your system. Your muscles don't have enough water, which is literally, water is the raw material that 70% of your muscle fiber is made out of. So without the amount of water, the muscle fibers are going to shrink and you're probably going to cramp up at some point. Here's another fun one that a lot of people don't know. Your bones are solid, but they're very watery in their composition. And your bones are 21 to 30% water. Now, everybody over the age of anything needs to know this, but also as kids, ladies and gentlemen, if you want your children to grow properly formed to their proper full genetic height and things of that nature, you have to drink water. It's not a question. This is why a lot of times athletes are going to grow up to be taller than children who are sedentary, who just play video games all day or they don't do anything athletic, just because the athletic kids are not only putting healthy stress on the bones to make them grow, but the athletic children are drinking more water because they're thirsty. Okay, so water is going to be very, very important for the bone growth of anybody, and the bone maintenance of adults, especially as we get elderly, as Coach Marcus says so eloquently. So your bones are going to be 21 to 30% water, ladies and gentlemen. And again, remember, your teeth are bone too. So you really you can't escape it. You can't escape it. So if you don't want to fall down and break your hip when you get 60 or 70 or 80 or 90, you definitely want to make sure that you have water consistently in your diet on a daily basis. Next up, a lot of people don't think about this one, but your joints, your cartilage. Okay, now this is huge. Okay, this is huge. Your joints are going to be 70 to 80% water. If you were to dehydrate a joint and take all the water out, you would just see like a powdered dust, basically. So just understand that your joints, your ligaments and whatnot, okay, but your joints in particular, because they're going to be a little bit different, but the joints are going to be 70 to 80% water on average. And water is also going to cushion and lubricate the joints. Water is motor oil for your body. Imagine that you have a car, and we'll make this reference twice tonight, but imagine you're a car, your body's a car, and once you start it at the time of birth, you can never turn it off. The car has to run for your entire life. Just imagine that. Could you imagine a car running for 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 years and never getting an oil change? Why would that never happen? Because the car would stop functioning way before that. The car couldn't even run for a month or two nonstop. With no oil change, it would die. And it's the same thing with water. It cushions and lubricates your joints. This is very important. Another point about water, which is really good, is that your ligaments are approximately 60 and 70% water. Okay, now your ligaments are very important because they're the connective tissue. Okay, they're the connective tissue. And although they are made out of, collagen and fibers and things, that's only 30 to 40%. The ligaments are 60 to 70% water. So it's very, very important. Here's a super important one. Never forget this. Okay, which brands of water? I typically go, if I'm at home or traveling, I'm always going to use a Berkey water filter. Those are amazing. I highly recommend it. But if you can't get a Berkey, or if I'm out traveling, I typically only do smart water for several reasons. If people understand, one, it's not fluoride water. Like we don't do Nestle, we don't do Aquafina, we don't do what's that other popular water? Nestle, Aquafina, Dasani. We don't do any of those. I typically will do either some type of alkaline water or spring water. You can get a huge thing of spring water. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's really good. You can get a huge gallon of spring water for 89 cents in some places. So water is not even a problem financially for most people. Water is mostly free everywhere. So there's no excuse to not have enough water. But I try to stay away from the mainstream brands, stick to the spring waters or smart water, which I absolutely love. I'll use smart water if I'm out and about and I can't, not at home. Yeah, Miss says she only does smart water. Yeah, Deer Park's good too. That's a good spring water, but smart water's amazing. And they got the new alkaline smart water, which is really good too. I've been drinking that lately when I'm not at home. So now the brain. Now this is big. This is big. A lot of people, don't gather this part, but just understand the brain is composed of approximately 73 to 75% water. Distilled water. If it's steam distilled, vapor distilled, like a smart water, I would go with, but a gallon of distilled water at the store, I wouldn't go with that one. It does some different things to the body than spring water does. But that's another call. But the brain is composed of 73 to 75% water, and reports are saying here, some studies, journals I've read, right here, this quote: the high water content is critical for brain function as water helps maintain proper electrical signaling, nutrient transport, and waste removal. Your brain creates a lot of waste because if it's like anything that runs and rocks with energy and creates energy, you're going to have waste and byproduct and things like that. You have your excretory system and things of that nature. Your car gives off exhaust. Well, your brain gives off a lot of toxins too, and waste removal. Okay, water and sleep. If you're not sleeping enough or you're not getting enough water, you will have some type of compromised brain function over time. You'll be walking in the rooms and forgetting why you're there, okay? And don't just chalk that up to being older. That's not accurate at all. Your brain is supposed to become sharper as you age and accumulate more information and learn more, not more dull. And that's a common misconception when people say, I'm older, I have brain farts. No, that's all going to be a result of some nutritional deficiency, sleep deficiency, water deficiency, or something like that, okay? Now, even slight dehydration, even slightly dehydrated, can significantly impact cognitive performance and mood. Okay, and mood. So sometimes people are depressed or they're angry, or you're a little short patient with your kids or your significant other. Sometimes you're dehydrated. Okay, and I know it's the strangest connection to make, but I'm going to stick with the PubMed research on this one, not the paid for Bill Gates research, not that trash. I mean the actual peer-reviewed medical research from doctors and scientists who care enough to not be paid by pharmaceutical companies to do reports. And not having enough water is going to stress you out. Okay, and also too, dehydration is going to increase cortisol. Cortisol is a stress hormone, and it's going to make you store body fat. So sometimes if you're trying to lose weight, you're using your products, everybody else is losing weight and getting results, but you're not. Sometimes you're just dehydrated. Okay, you're in a bad mood. Sometimes you're dehydrated. You don't want to talk to people. You don't want to recruit. You don't want to retail. You don't want to, engage with people on social media to build a business. Sometimes your cognitive function's down, so you can't really figure out what to do. But also sometimes your mood, you're just not in the mood to build your business. You're not in the mood to use your products. You're not in the mood to go to the gym. A lot of times it's going to be dehydration. Okay, I'm going to say that again for my friends in the cheap seats. Slight dehydration, even slight, just a little bit of dehydration can significantly impact cognitive performance, okay, and mood. And also, dehydration is going to increase cortisol, stress hormone, which is going to help you gain weight, help you keep all the weight you got plus some, and it's also going to decrease your muscle tissue because cortisol is a brutal hormone. We want to keep cortisol as low as possible. And also, dehydration is going to suppress testosterone production. So sometimes, gentlemen, you're not getting those results. You're getting that dad bod, just, it's looking like a sad bod. You're just not happy about that. A lot of times, fellas, we just work. We drive, we do stuff, we take care of the house and our loved ones, and we forget one of the most important self-care steps in the world, which is going to be enough water, and it's going to be sleep. 100%. I made a post the other day from a medical doctor, and he was talking about how as a man, you'll have the testosterone of a far older person, the sex drive, the performance, the energy, the strength, the power, if you don't sleep 8 to 10 hours a day. And one of my buddies, who he put in the comments, he said, one of my guys, see him at the gym a lot. One of my guys, he says, man, I only sleep 6 hours a night. My testosterone is fine. And he hasn't looked at himself. His physique is terrible. He's in the gym, but I'm like, bro, you are not getting it. And I didn't correct him. I just try to share with him the products and see if he gets it, or maybe he'll learn more about sleep. But all you can do a lot of times is give people information and let them make their own decisions. And that's a very, very rough thing there about it. Shauna says right here, dehydration also affects blood pressure. So we do not want to play with that at all. Blood pressure is a huge indicator of good health or not. Okay. Next up, so not having enough water is going to decrease your testosterone, fellas. We don't want that. Ladies, you don't want that either. You don't want it for yourself. You don't want it for your guys. Okay. Next up, your lungs. Now this one I found, this was very interesting. Your lungs are 80 to 83% water. I'm going to just be quiet for 2 seconds and let that settle in. I'm going to say it one more time, and I'm going to give you 2 seconds of silence to really understand the gravity of that statement. With your lung and respiratory health and everything that's been happening, with the COVID-19 over the years and everything, you can never take your lung health for granted. I'll say this one more time. I'll give you 2 seconds to process it. Your lungs are 80 to 83% water. Okay, got that? Put a 1 in the chat if you got that, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Now, right there, it's going to also say that the high water content is going to help with gas exchange, okay, which is very important, and that's a respiratory function. So it's very, very important with water. And that's the thing about water. Everybody knows they need more water. You got some of my favorite people in the comments, man, I got to get some water. But yes, you do. It's no debate that most people are dehydrated. Here's a quick tip. If you really want to take your water to another level, especially if you're drinking just, a couple ounces at a time, at least once or twice a day, you want to get a teeny tiny pinch of Celtic sea salt. We recommend the sea salt. I wish we look. I wish we sold it with Green Organics. I don't know if Paula's going to see this, but Paula, can you please get us some? Can we sell Celtic sea salt? Because I'm tired of buying it from Amazon. I am tired of spending money on Amazon when I know we're going to have the best over here. Okay. But that being said, you get the sea salt. You put just a little pinch under your under your tongue, just a couple of crystals, and then let that dissolve, and then drink your water. And the sea salt is going to have 80 some minerals in it that are good for your body, and also it's going to help with water absorption. Very, very, very important. Okay. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, your liver. For all my friends that are having trouble losing weight, and you are doing everything you can, and you are hitting the plateau, you are running up against a wall, and you're doing everything you can. I'm gonna tell you right now, your liver is 68 to 70% water, period. And that's going to support detoxification. That's going to support nutrient storage, and that's going to support your metabolic processes, aka energy usage and fat burning. So if you're dehydrated, don't even worry about trying to lose weight and go to the gym for another hour of cardio. Get your water up for the day. And I'm gonna tell you, everybody's different because everybody has a different size. Everybody has a different level of athletic activity. Some people sweat more than others. So everybody's water intake is going to be a little bit different. But on average, for me, just for me personally, I shoot for at least half a gallon a day. I shoot for half a gallon a day. On days when I work out, it may be more closer to a gallon. That's me personally. But again, I'm a large human. So you got to talk to your healthcare professional. Just do some research. Just kind of Google around a little bit and just see how much water you should be taking for you. But water is going to be absolutely critical for you. Now, here's another one. And this hits near and dear to my heart on a regular basis because some people, and my family and friends and loved ones have had kidney issues over the years. Okay, your kidneys are 79 to 80% to 81% water. So 79% to 81% of your kidneys is water. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're dehydrated, you're drinking Cokes and you ain't drinking water, you're drinking sweet tea and you ain't drinking water, you're drinking milk and you ain't drinking water, drinking lemonade and you ain't drinking water, your kidneys are going to be compromised, and the kidneys are absolutely necessary for filtering blood. Okay, filtering blood and producing urine. Those two things, filtering blood and producing urine, are going to be two of the most important body processes that don't get no credit. They don't get no glory. Okay, if you got these network marketing, health and wellness people, and they're never talking about water ever, that's a problem. And they don't talk about it because water doesn't make any of us any money. This information is not for us to make money. This information is for you to live a long, healthy life, and for you to share this information with your people that you love. Share information that you believe in with people that you care about. Somebody type that in the chat, if that makes sense. Share information you believe in with people that you care about. Okay, this information, it can save lives. And what? It's water. It's everywhere. Okay. But that being said, kidneys, do not sleep on it. You got to be hydrated for that. Here's one of my favorite ones. We talked about this one a little bit earlier, but just from a muscle standpoint, we know the muscles are 70% or more of water, but they facilitate contraction, nutrient transport, and waste removal, and acid and things like that. Now, here's the thing about here's the thing about contraction in general. Remember, the heart is made out of 70% water, but the muscles are also made out of 70% water. Why is that? Because the heart is a muscle. The heart is involuntary striated muscle fiber. The heart is one of your only organs that is all muscle. Therefore, it will have the exact same water requirements as a bicep would or something like that. So even if you're not an athlete, well, I don't want big muscles. I get that, but you want a healthy heart. Okay, so there's that part. All right. Thank y'all for typing in. And as far as how much water to drink a day, somebody asked, how many times a day? I drink water at least once every couple hours, at least a full glass or two. But again, when I work out and do cardio, it's going to be far more. Okay, water's the motor oil for your body. You can't sleep on that. All right. Next up, for all my people that just don't want to drink water, but listen, you don't want to get ugly, you don't want to get wrinkly. I'm gonna tell you right now. Your skin is the largest organ in your body, and your skin is 64 to 65% water. I don't care what type of day spa you go to. I don't care about what products you got. I don't care about none of it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have, Coach Mark just made a great point in the chat, half your body weight in ounces of water is a good guideline. Okay, it's a good guideline, okay? Now, your skin is going to be 64, 65% water. Water is going to maintain hydration, elasticity, hello, and skin protection. And it's very, very, very important. Now we're going to go just a little side prayer. I'm going to give you another tip. And for those of you who participated in our prosperity challenge, this will make a lot of sense to you. And this is based on the research of Dr. Masaru Emoto, who had a book called, I think, The Secrets of Water. But he's a very, very profound, very well documented researcher, specifically in water. Okay, so just understand this particular thing. Now, you are able, as a human being, to literally program water according to science. Now, spiritual traditions, okay, have already known this for thousands of years. The Bible talks about living water all the time. Other spiritual texts talk about the same thing. However, science has finally caught up, okay? And the studies by Dr. Emoto, which is just fascinating, talk about how you have the ability to program water or change the molecular structure of water, okay, based on your thoughts and words. This is why the habit of praying over food and blessing food and drink before you consume it has persisted for thousands of years, even though a lot of those old habits have died out, and rightfully so. Okay, so just know that with any positive intention whatsoever, words or otherwise, toward water, it's going to literally change the molecular structure of the water. Water is such a sensitive substance. It is, according to, don't take my word for it, look this stuff up. It actually resonates and connects with the thought vibrations in your brain. It's that sensitive. But our brain can't send out vibration. Listen, this cell phone, this laptop that I'm communicating with y'all on, both of these, they're electrical devices that are not even close to how powerful your brain is. And these little $2,000 cell phones send signals. You think your brain, which doesn't have a price, can't send a signal, and understand that your brain is infinitely more powerful, infinitely more valuable than any computer. All computers are based on the human brain anyway. Just understand that. In fact, there's a company right now called Final Spark. Okay, there's a company called, I'm pretty sure they're called Final Spark. This particular company has created computers made from human stem cells. It's the strangest thing ever. I'm like, this is either going to be great for society or this is going to go sideways and Terminator's coming, because they have created actual computers, servers that actually do computations, and they weren't made from machines. They were literally made organically from human stem cells. It's the wildest thing out. Yeah, like I said, don't take my word for it. Look it up. I'm pretty sure they're called Final Spark. And no, Marcus, they haven't had an IPO yet, so we can't invest in them yet, but I'm watching. Mark, I know Marcus is already thinking, can we invest in this company? Yeah, I know, bro. I get it, man. Millionaires, we think different. I get it, bro. But yeah, no IPO yet. So, so you can, but here's the thing. Here's the last thing I want to give you before we get into one of our new products for the holidays that I'm so excited about. That's just phenomenal. Okay. Yeah. Science does not understand the scope of the brain at all yet, because us using our brains to try to learn more about it's all a self-discovery process. All life is anyway. Bible even says, physician, heal thyself. You got to know yourself to heal yourself. It's very interesting. So because you can program water, and this is scientifically validated for many years now, just understand that you can actually program your body, because your body is literally 70-80% water. You can literally speak. You ever read that Bible verse where it says, let the weak say I am strong? You ever find that strange? Okay, you notice that the Bible doesn't have any real prohibition against lying per se. It has a prohibition against bearing false witness, which is a totally different thing. Scientifically speaking, you should be lying to yourself on a regular basis. If you're not in shape, it's the same thing. Let the weak say I am strong. Not I will be strong. Not I'm going to be. Not I'm used to be. But I am. Let the overweight people say I am lean. Okay? It worked spiritually thousands of years ago, biblically validated, but science has also validated that. Okay? Well, Will, why does that work? Why does verses like that work in real life? Why? Because you are literally on a scientific level changing the molecular structure of 70 to 80% of your body with your thoughts and words. We could stop the car right there. Okay, we could stop the call right there. Will, why are we talking about supplements? Because the products I'm about to share with you, first off, okay, because you do have to eat at some point and drink at some point. You can't fast your whole life. And everything that you have is going to be boosted or made better with proper nutrition. Here's the problem. Nutrition in certain parts of the world, like in the US, we can't get certain types of nutrients. Okay. It's just not in the food that grows here. And it's the same thing in place in other countries. Okay. And even the food that's on the mainstream shelf at the grocery store, even the vegetables, just the soil density and nutrition is so low compared to what it was in the 1940s or 50s. If you ate a cheeseburger, a salad, 2 tomatoes, and 6 oranges today, it is infinitely less nutrient dense than eating the exact same meal 60 years ago. Okay, it's just the nature of the environment, the nature of toxins, the nature of chemical plants and everything else, the nature of EMF radiation and all this type of stuff. You just got to understand, supplements are going to help you a ton. Okay, an absolute ton. Let's see right here. Yeah, okay. So whenever I see, okay, all right, y'all got it. But yeah, basically it's amazing. So it's absolutely amazing. So you do want to go with the that, and you can go with the affirmations of your choice. A couple things that were there were affirmations that was based around love, gratitude, joy, abundance, always change the water to a more beautiful state. Prayers worked as well. Positive thoughts worked as well. Music that was pleasing to the ear even worked as well. Okay. When they did the exact opposite, using negative thoughts, negative words, and loud discord music that's not at the right hertz frequency, that didn't sound good. The water, when they froze it and looked at it, they looked at the molecules. It was very jagged, very disrupted structures on a molecular level. So you can literally program your body. We're not going to go into that. But professional athletes do this all the time. Okay, professional athletes do this absolutely all the time. So just know that. Yeah, thank you, Coach Tina, for dropping some of that science into the chat. Now let's move on to we're going to talk about 2 products and wrap this one up because we're already at 8:30, and we're going to be doing this Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So don't worry, we'll cover all of the new stuff. But tonight we're going to be talking about the PowerMax Spray. I got to tell you, there are very few products that we come out with that I am absolutely shocked at how good they are, because I always think they're going to be great because I've been here since 2019. And yeah, fellas, I got to tell you, the ladies already got the, yes, I need to do a training for the ladies on the Wild Yam Spray. I know I need to do that. I will do that. But this PowerMax Spray for the men, fellas, oh man, we don't get a lot of our own stuff, gents. We don't get a lot of our own products. All the products are always, they're cute and they're girly and they got the bright colors and the ladies love them because 80% of our customer base and network marketing is ladies. We get it. We get it. But this PowerMax Spray, fellas, this is, and ladies, this is for the man in your life, 100%. And I'm going to just tell you right now, we're going to talk more about the research on these 3 products as we get in the upcoming days. But I'm going to tell you right now, the PowerMax Spray, which comes out on Thursday, comes out on Thanksgiving, combined with the Beetroot Max, okay, and combined with the Wild Yam Magnesium Spray, fellas, you about to be out the box. I'm telling you. All right, so let me just dive into it. Thank you, Dan. Yeah, our product line is pretty good. All right, so now the first ingredient in the PowerMax Spray, and this product's going to drop on Thanksgiving, and you're going to get a free prostate health as well. We'll be training on the prostate health essential oil blend tomorrow as well. So you get a great freebie with it too. It's 100% pure magnesium chloride brine from the ancient Zechstein seabed in the Netherlands. Now, why is that relevant? It's because magnesium from that particular part of the Netherlands is over 250 million years old. That's seabed, okay? And it is going to be, when you look at magnesium, and you know how Paula and Alexandria do it, when you look at ingredients, all lavender is not the same, okay? It's like going to the grocery store. All milk is not the same. I hate to break it to you, go to the store. All toilet tissue is toilet tissue. All toilet tissue is not the same, okay? It's the same thing with the level of quality of the ingredients. And this particular magnesium from that particular seabed in the Netherlands is widely known amongst magnesium experts as the superior go-to source in the world because of its purity, number one, and its bioavailability. So all the magnesium is going to be great, but our magnesium with this particular product has gone from a field leader to something that I don't know why Paul and them spend money. Like, we would have used the product anyway. It would have been world-class, best in class anyway. They're just finding ways to make this particular product so superior. It's not only a category creator, okay, like our wild yam spray. It is the only one of its kind. And this is not just in network marketing. This is in the world. Just understand that, okay? So let's talk about magnesium and why it's so important. A 2010 PubMed article, and listen, there are thousands of articles on magnesium, but a 2010 PubMed article put that magnesium deficiency, as in not having enough magnesium, is going to strongly affect your muscle performance. Okay, so again, for anybody going to the gym or just anybody who has an active lifestyle, getting up, moving down, bringing groceries from the car, moving furniture around, a magnesium deficiency is going to make every muscular task harder. Now, this is important to note because your heart is a muscle. Your heart is an organ, but your heart is literally 70% water, and it is a muscle. So when you read medical studies like in PubMed.gov, the largest medical depository of third-party peer-reviewed medical research in the world, when you look at that and it says magnesium deficiency affects muscle performance, that's your heart too, okay? So just understand that. And we're going to talk a lot about the heart tonight because, you know, heart disease is the #1 killer of human beings in the world. Globally and in the United States, heart disease and heart-related stuff. And I'm talking about non-COVID heart stuff, okay? Heart-related stuff, cardiovascular disease, #1 killer of people in the world and the United States total, okay? So you don't want to be deficient in magnesium. And just 2 or 3 sprays of this pump, 2 or 3 sprays is going to get you the recommended daily dosage of magnesium. But again, we're going to do what the bottle says, I think is 3 to 5 pumps. We want to go above the bare minimum to survive. We want to make sure we're not deficient. Here's a 2023 PubMed article. So this is brand new information that is not going to be found in medical school books for a while, because these doctors that are going to medical school are going to be taught by the pharmaceutical companies, not by actual doctors. And by the time they learn this, it'll be years from now. So just understand that in 2023, there's a PubMed article that found that magnesium deficiency increased all-cause mortality and cardiovascular cause mortality, okay? And this is in patients with inadequate magnesium intake, okay? So the short story is, if you are magnesium deficient, you are more likely to die from literally anything. It doesn't matter. If you get in a car wreck and you're magnesium deficient, you're less likely to survive. I don't know if it's because they got to get you to the hospital and your body responds to what all cause mortality. If you get shot, you are more likely to survive if you're not magnesium deficient. It's phenomenal. Okay, it's absolutely phenomenal. All right, and to make it worse, your body cannot synthesize vitamin D without magnesium, and that is critical for life. So just know magnesium's a big deal. You don't want to be deficient. Okay, and there was a 2020 article from the Pharmacy Times, and it said that 50% of Americans are magnesium deficient. So if 50% of Americans are magnesium deficient, dehydrated and magnesium deficient, we're walking time bombs, okay? So 50% of Americans are magnesium deficient. I'm pretty sure those numbers for globally are going to be at that, if not higher, for magnesium deficiencies, because we have access to everything here, even if we don't take advantage of it. So again, you want to get at least 3 to 4 sprays a day. That'll be the full amount of magnesium, and I'm stacking it. I love magnesium, so that's that. Now, here's another thing about magnesium. This comes from the the International Journal of Endocrinology, okay? And it's talking about magnesium and testosterone. This article is from 2014. Now, testosterone is going to be critical for muscle mass, strength, and overall function, period. It's the #1 master hormone within the human body. Now, the study from the Journal of Endocrinology showed that men with sufficient magnesium intake have higher testosterone levels, okay, better athletic performance, more muscle mass, more strength, and overall physical function, and they are have a reduced risk of age-related muscle decline, or sarcopenia. So you don't want to grow older and have your bones brittle, better drink your water, and have your muscles falling away, drink your water, get your magnesium, okay? And so magnesium supplementation is going to show to positively influence the testosterone levels in men that are active, women that are active too, and men and women who aren't active and sit at a desk all day. So no matter what your lifestyle is, if you're magnesium deficiency, it's an issue, and all you got to do is a little spray, let it go, it's fast absorbing, and you're good to go. You have your full daily dose of that magnesium. And if you do exercise, it will amplify the benefits of magnesium. So if you exercise, you're going to get even better results than people who don't. But everybody, sedentary and active, all got those positive benefits. So fellas, that's a testosterone boost, that's muscle mass, that's strength, overall physical function. Between that and the wild yam spray that we'll be talking about tomorrow, you don't need harmful, expensive, illegal steroids or side effects. You need spray. I don't know how else to put it to you. Okay, save your money, save the legal charges, save the running in with the law, TRT, all that jazz. You don't need all that. Just start spraying, bro. Okay, next ingredient is going to be organic epimedium, okay, extract, and that is going to be commonly known as horny goat weed. And this is funny. I was doing research on this for you guys, reading articles and stuff. And horny goat weed also comes from a family of herbs that is widely known as rowdy lamb herbs. So for some reason, when they first named this stuff in the common vernacular, the farmers were watching these goats and lambs and everything eat this stuff, and they were going bananas. So you look at PubMed.gov, some of this stuff is actually referred to as the rowdy lamb, L-A-M-B, the rowdy lamb, like a little Mary and a little lamb. The rowdy lamb herb family. It's hilarious. And horny goat weed is one of the rowdy lamb herbs. It's very funny. But farmers have discovered a lot of stuff over the years. Ethiopian farmers actually discovered coffee. They were watching goats in Ethiopia. They were farming and shepherding and things, and the goats started eating these beans, and the goats started going bananas, running around, sprinting, getting zoomies and carrying on. And the farmers were like, what are these beans? So the farmers started eating the beans. They got energy to do stuff all day. Then they started making the beans into a drink. They're warming them up. You know, basically coffee is the essential oil of the coffee bean from steam production, okay? And hot water boiling basically to get it out. Coffee is just an essential oil. And they started drinking it. And then from there, the word spread, trade markets really blew up. And then coffee started getting exported from Ethiopia to other places around the world. And it was when it got to Europe and Italy, then it really got like really became a luxury item. And then they started, and you can only grow coffee beans in certain parts of the world with altitude and humidity. But so that's where coffee came from. It got popular from Italy. It's the most popular now in America, but Starbucks and everything else, but it came from Ethiopia. So coffee has a worldwide legacy, and they founded these lucky farmers just like they found horny goat weed. So let's talk about horny goat weed. It sounds crazy, but there are over 1,200 articles on this stuff. Epimedium is the scientific name. Epimedium extract. It's over 1,200 articles in PubMed.gov on this stuff. So this is amazing. I had never heard of this stuff. It's amazing. And one of these articles, this one actually comes from the Journal of Ethnopharmacology, said that in 2011, that horny goat weed is very beneficial in strengthening more energy, hormone regulation, anti-osteoporosis, like bone health, immunological function, like keeping you from getting sick, antioxidation, which is basically anti-aging, anti-tumor, and anti-arteriosclerosis, and antidepressant as well. So it puts you in a good mood, gives you tons of energy, and keeps you safe from a bunch of stuff. And if you're going to be going to the gym to work out, fellas, you definitely want to have more energy. The Epimedium or horny goat weed is going to do that for you. And also there were 2006 and 2010 articles from two different journals which talked about how horny goat weed is scientifically proven to increase testosterone in men. It may increase testosterone in women. We don't know. Those studies weren't done by all of the all of the articles. I just didn't see those studies, okay? Also in PubMed.gov, there's a 2022 article that talks about the protective effects of the active ingredient, epimedium. It's also called icarlin, talking about that the protective effects of that have been studied in different pathologies, modulating intracellular pathways. Now, Will, why are you bringing this up and put this in plain English? All right, I'll put it this way. This is what the article says. It says that horny goat weed is beneficial for helping prevent SARS-CoV-2 infection. Again, not from me. This is from PubMed.gov 2022. The icarlin, the active ingredient in there, appears to interfere with the intercellular pathways, and it's preventing the virus from getting into the cell, which is really amazing. And it also does a bunch of great stuff, but that right there, it helps with your respiratory health, helps keep you safe from COVID, according to doctors. This is not from me. So that's just a little cool bonus right there. And it talks about the way that it inhibits the entry into the host cells by modulating intracellular pathways. So it basically, the virus is coming up. For some reason, horny goat weed goes, nah, you can't get in, and that's that. All right, so that's a good thing. Next ingredient is going to be organic ginkgo biloba. And honestly, if all the ingredients the PowerMax spray had was magnesium and horny goat weed, we'd be good to go. However, there's more. Also in this product is going to be organic ginkgo biloba. Now, I've heard of ginkgo biloba before, but never really did any serious research on it. And there's a 2020 article that talks about how ginkgo biloba brings considerable benefit to the medical field. Okay, so scientists right now are looking to take ginkgo biloba as a natural thing and then make it into pharmaceutical drugs. Now, we don't like when they do that, but they're going to do that because you can't patent ginkgo biloba. It's all natural, all organic. But you can patent something man-made. So what the doctors typically do, the scientists are going to do, the pharmaceutical industries are going to do, they're going to take the all-natural stuff that God put here, the stuff that works, like the ginkgo biloba. They're going to add some chemicals to it to make it weird. Then they're going to pass it off as a prescription drug. The prescription drug will probably work. However, because they had to put some chemicals in it to patent it so they can get paid and keep that trillion-dollar industry going, it's going to have some side effects. It's going to definitely have some side effects. So you would do best just understanding where your prescription drugs come from, and you would probably talk to your doctor and take a lot less of them and do some, so I don't know if Seymour is on the call, but Seymour is one of my favorite team leaders. He's absolutely incredible. Going to be one of our six-figure earners any day now, $100,000 in commissions any day now. So excited for him. One of our diamonds with the company as well. And he has an amazing prescription drug testimony, which again, it's not a medical claim. It's his true story about him and his life. So yeah, he's living proof of this stuff. Now, also ginkgo biloba is going to have some amazing weight loss effects, and it's also going to be anti-diabetic, anti-hypertensive, and have anti-lipidemic properties that could be effective in reducing the risk of cardiovascular disease. Now, that's very important because according to the World Health Organization, again, I referenced this earlier, non-COVID related heart disease is the #1 cause of death in the United States and the world, period. So anything you can do for your heart is going to be good. So using this product is going to help your heart. It's going to help protect your lungs, bone, muscle, your hormones. But anything you can do is going to help your heart. It's going to be good for you. Seymour, could you do me a favor? Can you put your just a testimonial about the prescription drugs you used to be on and how many you're not on when you started using these products? Can you put that in the comments so I can read that for some of our new viewers or people who can see this on replay, please? All right, next up, ladies and gentlemen, and again, why supplementation important is because imagine the engine in your car, the engine, like if your heart's the engine. So you're a car and you turn it off. You turn the car on and you never cut it off. That's your heart. Your heart is when you start a car, the engine starts. The engine's your heart because the engine is the heart of the car. And imagine if you never turned off your car ever, as long as you lived. That's your heart. Before you even born, it starts. And it never stops. The day it stops, you die. Period. That's just how it goes. So you have to have an oil change. You have to give it what it needs. You got the heart is, 70-some% water? You have to give it the raw materials it needs and the supplementation to help it. So anytime you hear me reference a study that talks about science and heart health, put a big star by that one. Seymour says right here, he was on 39 prescription drugs. He's also an armed forces veteran as well. So thank you for your service, sir. We have some great stories about that between Seymour and I. He says he was on 39 prescription drugs from the VA, okay, from the VA. And he says that, and now almost 4 years, he has been off all 39 medications. And I didn't meet Seymour, I think maybe 2020, so maybe about 3 or 4 years ago. He literally has not aged a day. He probably looks better today, looks younger today than when I first met him. He's aging backwards, man. So that's a guy, he ain't got no reason to come on here and lie. I love that. And he actually keeps the box of all the pills he used to have and everything. But yeah, these products change lives. So here we go. Here's a last article about ginkgo biloba. We'll do 2 more and then we'll wrap it up. We'll move on. It says right here, 2024 articles. This is brand new. 2024 PubMed article showed that ginkgo biloba increased nitric oxide levels. So it's going to work really good. If y'all know what nitric oxide does, it's also going to work really good with the beetroot max as well, okay, which we'll be talking about tomorrow. And those are nitric oxide levels. And it also, ginkgo biloba also reduced the likelihood of muscular injury, and also helped with faster recovery when people did get injured. So it's really a good one to have. The last article that we'll cover with ginkgo biloba is going to be one from the Journal of Trace Elementary Medical Biology from September of 2023. And it's talking about how ginkgo biloba supplementation increased pituitary hormones, testicular hormones, okay, and reversed testicular damage in a way that it did not do that with the control group. So guys, this is a substance you definitely want to have in your body 100%. And it's also going to, this is a bonus tip. A 2017 article said that ginkgo biloba alleviates not only oxidative stress, but also repairs some neurotransmitter damage that was induced by aluminum. Now we're going to pause before we wrap up with the last ingredient, I think, in the product, last two ingredients, and just talk about aluminum for a second as one of those things you can do that doesn't cost you any money that can really help your life, like drink more water, okay? If you never buy a product from us, that's totally fine. Drink more water, okay? And here's going to be another free tip for you that'll change your life. There are over 1,500 articles on the link in PubMed.gov, so globally there's even more. But there are over 1,500 articles on the link between aluminum and Alzheimer's disease. Okay, just understand that. And there was a 2011 article that's in PubMed.gov and some other articles that are in literally the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease that talk about this. Aluminum, this is a quote, aluminum significantly contributes to Alzheimer's disease. That hypothesis is built on very solid experimental evidence and should not be dismissed. Immediate steps should be taken to lessen human exposure to aluminum, which may be the single and most aggravating and avoidable factor related to Alzheimer's disease. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it that the aluminum that is in your body is 100% linked to Alzheimer's disease, which is the most common form of dementia. So dementia is like the big umbrella about all of the mental stuff, okay? Alzheimer's disease is going to be the most common form of that, okay? And those are 1,500 articles. There's another 1,200 articles on the link between aluminum and dementia, okay? So just understand, dementia is a big umbrella for problems with memory, thinking, and decision-making that get worse over time. And dementia is not a specific disease. It's really a collection of symptoms. And Alzheimer's disease is going to be the most common type of dementia. It's like one slice of the pie. If dementia was a pie, Alzheimer's like one slice, and it's the biggest slice by far. It's what it is. And just to repeat, again, y'all can catch this on the recording. We're just about out of time. I really want to get this information done. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want me to finish this out. If not, we'll pick it up and go tomorrow. But put a 1 in the chat if it's not too late in the evening, and y'all want me to finish this information out. Put a 2 in the chat if you want me to wrap it up. And we will pick up on the other ingredients in this product on tomorrow. But I'll let y'all decide, and the recordings will be there as a result. So 1 in the chat, we'll keep going and finish it up. 2 in the chat if we're ready to wrap it up, because y'all got curfew, okay? And while y'all are doing that, let me, I'll repeat this from PubMed.gov, but also you'll see the same thing in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease, okay? Aluminum significantly contributes to Alzheimer's dementia. That hypothesis is built upon very solid experimental evidence. They're not guessing. This has been proven with experiments in a lab. They know this. Experimental evidence, and that should not be dismissed. Like, don't dismiss the fact that aluminum contributes significantly to Alzheimer's disease, okay? It also says, and this is a quote, this is back in 2011, okay? Immediate steps should be taken to lessen human exposure to aluminum, which may be the single most aggravating and avoidable factor related to Alzheimer's disease, all right? So we don't see any objections. I guess that means we keep going. Let me see. We're gonna keep the info going. I don't see no 1s in the chat. Don't see no 2s, man. Let me know. Let me know before we get too far off the deep end on this stuff. All right. While waiting to see who can follow directions, we will go ahead and talk about the next aspect of it. Now, while we do that, understand that aluminum typically in people comes from underarm deodorant. This is not really up for debate. You can look at everything you eat and everything you drink and everything you expose yourself to, and you will typically not see aluminum anywhere in your food or anything like that. But if you look on that back of that deodorant or antiperspirant, there's a 99% chance you're going to see aluminum on the back of it. And aluminum is going to be the number one way that deodorant is going to be the number one way that aluminum sneaks into the body. And ladies, just know it's not just about Alzheimer's and dementia. It's also going to be about some recent articles in 2023 where PubMed.gov and the Journal of Trace Elementary Medical Biology are telling everybody to avoid deodorants with aluminum. That's a quote. They say avoid deodorants with aluminum because the links of Alzheimer's and dementia is just the beginning. It's also going to be links between aluminum and breast cancer. Okay, aluminum breast cancer. That's going to be, that's a rough one. It's a rough one, all right? Now, next up, we're going to go to, there was one, now I'll say this, because there's a lot of research on this stuff. And we do have some amazing deodorants with the company. You can get with the person who invited you to this group or just comment somewhere. We'll see it in a post and we'll get you connected to the person who added you. But we do have some incredible, all natural, all organic, cruelty-free, aluminum-free deodorant, some amazing fragrances. They last 24 hours. They're like $7 and change. They last forever. They last 24 hours. Absolutely amazing. Money back guaranteed that you're going to love it. And any other deodorant, I've used all deodorants over the years. Any other deodorant is going to be a super waste of time. I don't have any other way to really put that, okay? So there was one article. Hold on one second. Am I disconnected? Hold on, y'all. All right, let's see. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me at all. I think my screen froze, and I don't think it's unfrozen on y'all end yet. Let me see. Hopefully we're not having technical difficulties. That would be sad. Are we good? Oh, lots of ones? I didn't see any of the ones. Yeah, my screen gave me nothing. My bad, y'all. Y'all were typing stuff. Nothing came up. My bad. We'll keep going. All right. So, yes, my bad. I don't know. Signal. I don't know. Whatever. All right. Now, there was one article, and y'all know that I'm an equal opportunity educator. If I ever see articles that say, like, if I think aluminum's terrible, but if I ever in my research come across something that says, hey, aluminum's good, or it's not that bad, or something like that, I'm going to give you the full information, and you can make your own decision. There was one single article, only one, out of 1,000, 1,200 to 1,500 articles in 2 different links, and there was only one article out of those that said that, and it was a 1990 article based on a 1980 study, and it said that there is no link between aluminum in deodorant and aluminum and Alzheimer's disease. However, there was something missing from this article that I immediately knew it was bogus, even though it appeared in a very prominent medical journal that I was reading. This 1980 study that the 1990 article was based on is different than every other article I've referenced for you tonight, and it's different from every other article that I've referenced for you in the years of doing trainings like this. It was missing one thing, and that was going to be a statement that there was no conflict of interest. Every article that I've ever researched for you over these last 4 or 5 years that I've been doing training like this, I will always give you the source, but I will always tell you, so much so we don't need to say it no more, that there's never, at the bottom of the article, if you read medical journals and medical articles a lot, there's always something way at the bottom that says the authors declare that there's no conflict of interest. And what does that mean? It means that a pharmaceutical company didn't pay us to write this. We're writing this because we're scientists, we're doctors, we're running these tests, we want people to have good information. The one article out of 2,700 combined articles that are out there, there's more than that, but 2,700 that I could see, 2,700 articles, all talked about the link between deodorant, aluminum, Alzheimer's, aluminum, dementia, whatever, all of that jazz. Only 1 out of 2,700 said that there's no link. And that one article happened to be the only one out of 2,700 articles that said that they didn't say that they didn't have a conflict of interest, which means that they did, which meant that pharmaceutical companies, some company, maybe Arm & Hammer or some big company, paid those doctors to write that article just to kind of quiet the buzz because their sales were hurting because people are starting to wake up to the truth even back in the 80s, okay? Yeah, aluminum, beer and soda cans, that has aluminum in there, but that's going to be nowhere near the amount that goes into your underarm deodorant simply because you're not eating the can, I hope, and even though there may be some trace elements in there, a lot of that's going to get digested by stomach tissue. Stomach acid is going to deal with that, process it. It's going to come out in solid waste material when you go to the bathroom. when you put aluminum on your underarm, the pores there are so big. The skin on your underarm is different than the rest of the skin on your body. The skin on the bottom of your feet is different than the other skin on your body. The skin on your face is different than the skin on your elbow. There are different types of skin on different parts of the body for different reasons. And the underarms are super, super, super sensitive, and they have big pores, so stuff can go right through the lymphatic system in there. So yeah, deodorant's what you want to avoid. Use our deodorant. It's awesome, and you can't beat it. All right, next ingredient. Okay, next ingredient is going to be organic Withania somnifera, also known as ashwagandha, which is becoming more popular. I remember when I first started in network marketing over a decade ago, you had never even heard words like that. And nowadays, even Whole Foods probably got ashwagandha. Ashwagandha has over 1,800 articles on it in PubMed.gov, and it has over 50 medically documented health benefits. Over 50, okay? We only want to talk about 1 or 2 for the purposes of this product, though. There's a November 2015 article from the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition, and it said that ashwagandha takers, people who take ashwagandha, experience significantly greater increases in muscle size and strength compared to the placebo group. I was very excited about that. And they also have increases in testosterone as well. I said it before, I'll say it again. You don't need steroids, you need this spray, fellas. Okay? Now here's a bonus article that I found for you. And this is 2020 article from the Journal of Ovarian Research. And they just don't discuss more in that journal, more than just reproductive function and science and stuff like that. But they also talk about anything that really stands out. They can publish it in that particular journal. It's a very good journal. And this is also going to be in PubMed.gov as well. Ashwagandha demonstrates real potential as a therapeutic agent to treat or prevent the spread of COVID-19 due to its interference in the viral spike protein to host receptor binding and its lack of effect on ACE2 expression in the lungs. So again, we're getting so many amazing benefits, not just muscle and strength and recovery and fat loss. We're getting protection from all kind of stuff by using this particular product. It's really amazing the way Alexandria formulates this stuff. I've given up trying to figure out how she does it. This is just world class across the board. And again, there was about 400 articles that were on ashwagandha and stress. And one of these articles from 2021 from the Journal of Current Neuropharmacology talked about how ashwagandha helped with stress relief, better sleep, for those of y'all who need sleep, helped treat depression, it improved mood, it lowered cortisol, okay? And as a result of lowering cortisol, it helped people with weight loss. So fellas, you have an opportunity with this product to develop strength, to develop muscle, to increase sexual performance, to increase athletic performance, to do anti-aging, but also to lose fat. It's absolutely amazing, okay? Next up product is going to be Lipidium myarin, which is maca, M-A-C-A, maca root. I'm just calling it maca root. I had no idea I would find 1,600 plus articles on maca. Apparently it's a big deal. And this particular article in 2006 from the International Journal of Biomedical Science talked about maca and how it increases bone health. All right. Now, if you're working out, you're doing stuff, you're running, you got all this energy from all these other ingredients, your bones are going to be undergoing some stress. You definitely want to have the magnesium working with the maca for you to have a strong skeleton, skeletal structure, especially as we get older. A 2011 article published in the BMC Complementary and Alternative Medicine Journal talked about how maca positively improves joint health. This is, again, very, very important because if your muscles are growing, but your joints aren't getting support and keeping up, you're going to get a torn pec or a torn this or Tommy John elbow or tendonitis. The ligaments and joints and tendons are very important. And water, magnesium, maca are all going to help with that too. The 2009 article look, your knees are joints. You want to help with your knee health. Look, take this. You're going to be working out, squatting, riding the bike, jumping rope. You need to have healthy knees, okay? Healthy back, like the joints matter, okay? There's a 2009 article, again from the journal. This one's from the Journal of Ethnopharmacology. It talks about that when you take maca, you have increased muscular endurance and cardiovascular endurance. It makes your muscles be able to work for longer periods of time, and you can swim longer. I think that particular study was done on swimmers, or it might have been runners. I think it was swimmers, and they were able to swim longer when they were taking maca. there's a 2009 article, and we're almost done. 2009 article, maca has favorable effects on energy and mood, okay? It decreases anxiety and improves sexual desire, okay? Maca has also been shown to increase sperm production, sperm volume, and sperm motility in men. So maca's, fellas, maca's one of those, and that combined with the wild yam spray, what's this, November? Whatever 9 months is from now, watch a whole bunch of babies be born around the company. I'm telling you, Paul and them, y'all know what y'all doing, okay? So it's really amazing. Now, here's one thing I will mention, a 2002 article and some earlier articles referenced differently to magnesium and the other products would have immediate results. The nitric oxide and beetroot max, some of these products have results within 20, 30 minutes. The essential oils are going to be working within minutes. Maca, using maca in this product, it's going to take about 8 weeks for the maca to become significant with those results. So maca is one of those ingredients where this is a product where you want to get at least 1 or 2 bottles to get the full result because you want to be using it for at least 2 months. You'll get results earlier than that from all the other ingredients. But maca and all those other ingredients, the bone health, the joint health, the muscular and cardiovascular, that's going to take a couple of weeks to really kick in, according to the science. So you want to research and you want to make sure that you're using the product for more than a month, okay? At least 8 to 12 weeks based on the research to get the max results. Last ingredient that we're going to talk about in the product is going to be Panax ginseng. Okay, now, again, I did not realize this. There are over 10,000 medical articles on ginseng, which is amazing. In fact, there are whole organizations, whole medical organizations that are dedicated to the study of ginseng and nothing else. That's how popular ginseng is on a global scale. A 2003 PubMed article said that ginseng has a variety of beneficial effects, including anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, anti-cancer, okay, effects. So anti-inflammatory, which is great, antioxidant, that's amazing, anti-cancer, super great. And the results of the clinical studies demonstrated that ginseng also improves psychological function, immune function, and conditions associated with diabetes. So ginseng is something all people who are healthy definitely want to take, and people who want to get healthy, you definitely want to take that too. If you were to take all the ingredients that we talked about today, that will cost you hundreds and hundreds of dollars to be able to get a month's supply to use all of those, okay? And it'd be very inconvenient. You can get those amazing results from all of that and more. And I think this product may be 20 some bucks, which is just insane to me. I'm like, this need to be at least 50. It's literally the greatest athletic supplement ever made other than water. And not like 20 some bucks, I think it comes out Thursday. It hits the website on Thursday, so be ready. This is one of those that they probably didn't get a whole bunch made because they didn't think it would sell out. But when I did my research on it, I was like, and most of the companies, women, not men. But I don't know, fellas. This might be one of the ones that we got to get a couple bottles of because once I start taking this one, I'm not gonna want to stop. I already know. All right. Here we go. Muscle and strength and performance. Okay, so there was a 2020 article that talked about how ginseng will boost energy metabolism, okay, and reduce fatigue and increase performance. That actually was from the Journal of Ginseng Research 2013, as well as PubMed.gov articles in 2020. And it also helps, again, anti-cancer, anti-inflammation, and anti-fatigue, what gives you energy. We're going to be wanting to go to the gym. The ginseng is going to give you that boost of energy to get in there. You can take a pre-workout or not, but you can roll with this, all right? Ginseng is also going to help with bone health, okay? It's going to help with bone density, which is very important, especially as we age. There are a couple of human studies on that as well, but a lot of animal studies done, but that's how a lot of research is done. But it has been tested on humans as well. Bone health is going to be great. And ginseng is also going to help with joint and ligament health, which is, again, very, very important because of the anti-inflammatory properties. Also shows to help treat arthritis symptoms and things of that nature. And that's from the Journal of Ethnopharmacology in 2011. And again, ginseng is going to improve erectile dysfunction and things of that nature, which is also really amazing. Testosterone levels. This is just an amazing product. Okay, so tomorrow we'll be talking about the wild yam spray, prostate health for sure. We got the blessed essential oil training coming up this week as well. That's Sunday. Maybe that's more appropriate for a Sunday. We'll see. We'll know. We'll post it here and let you know when it is. But that's all we got, ladies and gentlemen. So I appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. If y'all have any questions on your products, any new products, anything that you want to see covered on training, we'll be doing product training Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, all in preparation for Black Friday on Thursday. So it's going to be a really great time. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank everybody for your participation. I love you. I appreciate you. And I hope you are having an absolutely wonderful holiday season. And we will see y'all on the next.